Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News.
RSN Podcast.
Chill. What's going on, man?
Back at it.
Another week down.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into some topics.
All right.
New music.
Yes, sir.
King Kendrick.
Oh, man.
He dropped GNX. You heard it all the way through?
Nah, I didn't hear everything. But from what I heard, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I did a whole music review on it, and I like it. It's a dope album. I rated it 4 mics out of 5, so solid project to me. Not his best, but it's good. And I was ready for this. You already know why, because for the Super Bowl, I've been saying it the whole time, what's he going to perform?
Not like us.
They're not going to.
He got to perform it the whole show, man.
They're not going to let him perform it. He might do a part of it, but they're not going to let him perform that there.
I think he should have did the same thing he did last time, performing 6 times straight.
If y'all think that the NFL is going to let him perform a song about pedos.
Yeah, nah, he ain't gonna.
In front of like 150 million people. They didn't even let the Migos perform. They didn't even let The Weeknd perform some of his biggest hits because they too dirty.
Nah, that's true. That's facts. But we was just talking about how he needed to put an album out, some music out on one of the previous shows, because he had such a big year with that one song. He was like, he needs to follow it up. Mm-hmm. So he must have been listening.
Yeah, right. All right, Westside Gunn, he dropped 2. Still praying.
Yeah, man. I didn't hear the full, but I did like a run through like the first 5, 6 tracks, something like that. And I was feeling the vibe. I gotta finish listening to it, but it's always cool to hear Westside drop something, man. He always got his artistic view on things, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't check it out in full yet, but looking forward to hearing more of that.
Word.
Moneybagg Yo, he said he got kicked out of the gym out in Boston. Gym called Hot Works.
What'd he do, man?
Said that mid-workout they told him he had to leave, but they let all the Caucasian people stay.
He must have committed a black crime.
So, I mean, I don't know what happened. He just said, if y'all in Boston, don't go here. And Boston does have a bad reputation on that, for sure.
Yeah, I've never been, but I've always heard things similar to that. So, I'm not saying everybody's like that, but they, like you said, they definitely have a reputation for being a little biased towards the darker crew. But
darker people.
But I haven't been in a gym in a minute, man. I know it's been a minute. Whatever I do, usually I do it at home. But like, I feel like at some period, like the gym atmosphere, like the whole gym culture changed.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But I think it's less now. So you remember back in the day, every single New Year's, people would be like, I'm going to start working out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would pack the gym out for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And then never show up again.
Yeah.
Now they don't even show up.
Yeah, it's like, we know we ain't going to work out. We just ain't even going, dog.
So, because, I used to kind of like fall back from going to the gym those first 3 weeks and then go back to normal. But now they don't be there. They ain't trying to work out. They ain't trying to lose no weight.
It's going to take some Ozempic, dog. I hate all, and not to go on this rant, but I hate when people be acting like celebrities be acting like they just been working hard, working out. No, you didn't. Not that fast, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, it takes some time. No, but I mean, I prefer, home gym, but going out to the gym is fine too.
Yeah.
Ruby Rose, she says that she's making $1 million a month on OF.
Oh my goodness, doing what?
Naughty. But, I mean, get your money. Just, I guess, talk to some of the older girls that was in it a few years ago and invest correctly. But get your bag, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I don't, I never been on there. I don't know too much about it besides what I hear. But my thing is just like, golly, man, people got a lot of money to just throw.
Yeah, and I don't know how much hers is. I'm guessing it's like everyone else is somewhere between 10 or 20 a month, whatever. But guys, start investing in yourselves.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much.
Stop paying these girls' bills. Unless she's your girl.
Aren't entrepreneurs these days.
All right. Diddler. He makes his 4th attempt to get free.
Yeah, I think he's going to keep trying, man. I don't think this is going to stop.
And from what I hear, he's starting to running things behind the jail cell.
Yeah, they said he in there running the jail, man. They said he in there like, yo, I make sure you eat. You make sure I get these phone calls, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. He what if he turned into like some big jail kingpin? Like,
I mean, it seems kind of like that's the road that it's going.
Right? It seems like one of them movies when somebody go to jail, the unlikely person. It just made me think of that episode of Fresh Prince when Carlton went to the cousin's house, and out of nowhere he became tough. Remember he had the
oh yeah.
I'm going to MacArthur Park to sell Gucci bags or something, some kind of bags. Oh man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy. What you think gonna happen with that?
I think they're gonna say, "Nice try, Diddy."
Is there any chance? Because he is super rich, that he might get out?
Get out like
on bail? On bail?
I don't know, cause this is federal, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, man. I think he's pretty much cooked. I think that's the end of it.
I think he is too. I don't think I was trying to think about it. Like, is there any option like that? Because the way I heard an interview earlier, and the guy was talking like as if like, don't be surprised if he find a way to get off that. Like, but I'm like, how? You know what I'm saying? Like, how?
I don't see the road. He has all the money in the world. He has the best lawyers in the world, and he's still sitting in there. He's been sitting there for what, like 2 months now, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. So.
I don't know, but okay. So let's say he do get bail, and not to prolong this, but let's say he do get bail. Somehow, some way, he get a miracle. He do get bail. In that situation, what does he do? Like, you think everybody gonna be watching him? So, like, you think he got the ability to flee? Like,
everybody has the ability.
He gonna pull a chopper on him? Or?
It's just a chance, taking the chance,
risking
it. Big risk, big reward, or big failure.
But
and
then
he has a lot on the line. Like,
they
trying to throw him away.
Look even more guilty.
Yeah, for sure. And then, but hey, private plane.
Just saying, he can disappear anywhere.
Private island.
Jay got that island, right?
Yeah.
That's probably why they're not talking to each other right now. They trying to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know where to meet at, right?
Bishop T.D. Jakes. Oh, man, right in the middle of his sermon, it looked like he was having a stroke. I don't know exactly what happened. Like, there's no official word yet as of right now, but it looked like he was having a stroke on stage.
Yeah, man, that was crazy because I actually got on YouTube and I saw the service on, and he was talking. This must have been like right before, because he was talking. And I think he was just like doing altar call or something. Was about to like say, like come down if you want to join the church or give your life to God or something like that. And so I was like, oh man, all right, I missed it. Like, so I just went on to something else. I was like, I missed it, sir. I wanted to see what he was preaching. I was curious, and so I just turned it off. I was like, I ain't think nothing of it. And then seeing that, it was scary, man, because he was like the stuff he was saying before he passed out or the seizure, whatever happened, the medical emergency. He was talking like when you see a movie when somebody about to pass, when they about to pass. Like I was trying to think of the word, but it was like the speech he was giving. He was like he was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see a movie and somebody's on their
deathbed.
Yeah, the deathbed. Like he was giving a speech like that. Hopefully I pray everything is well with him. But that was scary.
Yeah, that was definitely. It's sad to see stuff like that. So
yeah, man.
Hopefully he'll be okay. A middle school student out of Connecticut, she gets a grant for $11.5 million for her air filter system that cleans up 99% of viruses.
Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment. That's a huge thing. I mean, you don't hear children, let alone many adults, getting grants like that, right? To do that. Now, hopefully she got good parents, because you know some people would be like, peace. Take the money. Gotcha. Take the money, and they get on out of there, dog.
Go to Vegas with
They
it.
up out of there. So hopefully she got good people around her. The thing is also is, you know, once you get that money, you gotta produce now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Once you get that money, you gotta make it happen. I mean, you know, how many of those filters? I guess the question is, how many can she make with 11.5 million?
Yeah, and then I'm sure that she'll get help from production companies or people that want to sell it, like the Walmarts of the world and stuff like that. So
yeah, you just gotta have some good people around you. What happened to the girl with the? They moved to a whole nother country.
right. Brandon Johnson, mayor of Chicago. There was a fallen police officer that lost his life a couple weeks ago. The family said that they didn't want him at the funeral. At first, he said he's going just to show support to fallen police officers, but ultimately he backed out and he didn't go.
Is he getting backlash from that or what?
No, I think if the family doesn't want you there, you don't need to be there.
Yeah, I mean, because that's just going to make everything worse. Somebody's already going through a horrible time, and to see somebody you don't want to see when you're going through that horrible time, it just amplifies everything.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, like, if someone in my family passed away and I know someone else they wouldn't have wanted to be there showed up, it's going to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not there to fight, but I'll fight in their place.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, he made a smart decision with that. He made a smart decision with that.
Getting stomped out at a funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopi Goldberg, she lied about cakes. So she said a bakery, I forgot the name of it right now, but a bakery, I think it's out in Queens, based out in Queens, New York, right? She said that she ordered like 50 cakes from them, and they were like, oh no, you know, our ovens don't work. And she's like, they did that just because it was her and her politics. But then she said she sent someone else to order and they made it, right? But maybe they got their stuff working by that time.
Who do you believe?
I believe the bakery.
Yep. Whoopi, you got caught. You got caught. You lost. Never mind. You lost. You know what I'm about to say.
Take the L.
Take the L.
But my thing is, why
even lie about it?
Yeah.
You know what it felt like? It felt like when somebody, you ever been around somebody, right? And incident might have happened, but it didn't go to the extent that they're saying it went to. For example, somebody, somebody go outside and they might have a rude neighbor. They say good morning, and the neighbor don't say nothing. They just turn their face and like walk off. But you come back in the house and it was like, oh, they flicked me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like that. It felt like something like that's not true. They just want sympathy for or want something to talk about. You know what I mean?
My thing is, like, you know, everyone's not thinking about politics. Most businesses aren't going to care if you're left or right. They just want your money, and they know to kind of keep it PC for the most part.
Yeah.
If you're smart.
Exactly. It's like, again, like you said the key point. Who's turning down free money? Especially if I don't like you and you're trying to give me your money, I'm absolutely going to take it.
And that's a really big order. So I couldn't really picture them, like, turning down, like, a $200, $300 order.
Yeah. No, not at all, man. Nah. But, again, I just don't understand what does she get out of this? Like, is she just trying to stay relevant? Like, no disrespect, but some people just make up stuff just to have their name out there.
Right. But this is the thing, right? The View's been on, or she's been on The View since, like, 2007, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And I think as of right now, it's estimated she makes like $5 million a year on that show. Wow. So she seems to be relevant enough.
Yeah. Yeah, she don't need to do it. That's something she don't need to do. Right? She got a legendary career.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. I don't know. Maybe her and Oprah have a show next.
I don't want to see that. All right. Sports. Colorado, the lost to Kansas.
Oh, my goodness.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, my God.
Pretty bad.
Bruh, like, I had a headache the whole evening yesterday after this loss. Man, and I'm not a sore loser at all. I'm never a sore loser, but this is just painful to watch. Now, there was some questionable stuff going on with the refs and different things. If everybody could say all of that, at the end of the day, we just got whooped, dog. They ran all over us, and I can't even blame the offense. We was on the field for 19 minutes, 19 minutes the whole game. Kansas was on the field for 40. How do you beat that when the defense makes 0 stops on third down?
Yeah.
They had no punts. Kansas had 0 punts. How do you stop that? How do you stop 0 punts? You can't. you can't. And the freaking running back had almost 300 yards. Crazy.
Just effortless.
Crazy. He was running over everybody. I was watching it at the house, and I was like, oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Like, yo, this dude number 4 was just, man, listen. It was very frustrating because now, the reason why I was very frustrated is because now we don't control our own destiny anymore. Before, and going with that narrative, control your own destiny. We won yesterday, we win next week, we automatically in the Big 12 championship. Win that, we in the playoffs. Now, we got to win Friday because it's a Friday game. We got to win Friday, and we got to pray that I think BYU, 2 out of 3 teams, just like BYU, Arizona State, and I want to say Iowa State or something like that. Basically, 2 out of the 3 teams got to lose. The only way we get in the Big 12 championship, we win that. There's no guarantee we get in the playoffs because now we got 3 losses.
Right.
So that's how I was looking. But yeah, so it's a tough day for a few of us out here. Colorado, Alabama lost. Couldn't believe that. I think it was Texas A&M. Yep, Texas A&M, Alabama, Colorado, and Ole Miss. Ole Miss. Those are like the 4 most notable. It might have been some more, but those are like the top 4 losses that everybody was talking about, and that's wild. So it shakes things up. Honestly, I'm gonna be a sore fan and say if Colorado don't make it to the Big 12 championship, I ain't watching it.
Yeah, there was something that somebody told me recently that there was like 4 or 5 fights in a weekend at the HBCU games.
Oh wow!
And I was wondering if that was like planned or if they were just copying each other. Did you hear about any of that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Now I did see a clip. I think it was at the Colorado game. There was a man of Indian descent. I don't know if he was Indian or not. Sitting down, looked like he was minding his own business, and a Caucasian lady walked up to him and punched him in the face, and then she started crying. And I was so confused about what I just saw. She walked up to him. He was sitting there, and she punched him in the face. Then she started crying like she was the one. I didn't get it. People stop fighting at these games, man. It's dangerous out here, man.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you know how to smuggle some stuff in.
Yeah, be careful out there, man.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, man.
200 triple-doubles.
That's legendary. He got 200 triple-doubles. Like, I don't know what else to say after that. Shout out to Westbrook. You know, he don't make the best decisions sometimes, but he made them when getting them triple-doubles, I'll tell you that. But, yeah, shout out to him, man. He's one of them guys that he's always a hard worker. He's always bringing the energy and things like that. Shout out to him. Much respect to him.
LaMelo.
Yeah, man.
50 points, 10 rebounds.
LaMelo Ball. He had a 50 and
LaMelo.
10.
My bad.
Oh, yeah, you good. 50 and 10 night last night. That was crazy against the Bucks, against Giannis in the squad. I couldn't believe my eyes because I know he could score, but I saw it come across the screen. LaMelo had 50 and 10. I'm like, yo, he's different this year. Like, some of the shots he's throwing up, he had a shot where I think he was fouled or something. And he just threw it up from like near half court and then went in. He having one of them kind of years right now. Watch out for LaMelo for MVP. I'm saying it first. I don't watch all his games. I just really catch him on the highlights. But sometimes certain players just have special years, special seasons where things just go their way. They might not win a championship, but individually things just go their way, especially when it comes to scoring. I'm saying it first. Watch out for LaMelo.
Ready for a fun topic?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you can pick one of these to be your music teacher. Who would it be?
Uh-oh.
We got Dr. Dre,
Okay.
Kanye West, Snoop Dogg, and Ice Cube.
Oh, man.
Who and why?
Well, this is tough because so Ice Cube for me, he was always like one of my favorites. Just his stories are just crazy, right? So like Ice Cube, I wouldn't want him to be my music teacher. I would want to get to know him as a person. So I would take Ice Cube off just because I'm such a fan of him. Um, Snoop, I feel like I would just have a good time hanging with him. I feel like we wouldn't stay on track learning something. I feel like he'd just be too much fun. We'd just be talking about too much different things. So it wouldn't not to Snoop. I would just want to hang. I would spend a day with Snoop, just hang out with him and go places. Yeah, I would do that. But nah, not learning. So it only leaves Kanye and Dr. Dre for me. And this is the thing. Kanye, I'm leaning towards Kanye. My only hesitation with Kanye is I don't know what kind of mood he in today. So so if he in a good mood, Kanye. But if he not in a good mood, Dr. Dre. Because Dre, I feel like out of everybody gonna take it the most serious. He's gonna be the most focused. He's gonna put the doggone lab coats on, and he's gonna be focused on making beats. Now the thing about it is, the reason I pick Kanye over Dre, even though Dre's more focused and everything, is, Dre is going to be focused on the aspect of the creation of the beat. Mm-hmm. Kanye could be the aspect of creating the beat, but then the hook, but then the verse. You see what I'm saying? I feel like he's more versatile in the overall total package.
Okay. Yeah, but I agree. But I feel like Dre has more experience working with artists, though. Like, he's pretty much produced for all the West Coast legends.
True.
And even some people that weren't from the West Coast. So, I know I would pick for sure Snoop. I don't think that he'll be 100% focused on teaching music. Yeah. But I just think it'll be super fun, and we'd have conversations. It'd be a whole journey, whatever.
Word.
Kanye, sure. I don't think he'll stay focused.
Yeah.
I think it would be like one of those, like, working for 20 minutes, then get a phone call, and then you don't see him for 2 hours.
He left the whole day. What happened to Kanye?
Right.
Oh, he over there with Snoop.
So it would definitely be Snoop for me. And Ice Cube, I mean, I always kind of think of him as like a actor and writer these days. Even though he made really good music in the 90s and some in the 2000s. When I think of Ice Cube, I think of movies.
Yeah, now if this is what we was talking about, like production and stuff like that, like breaking into film or whatever,
yeah,
then
he'd be number one.
He'd be number one.
All right, guys. If you made it to the end, we want to thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You want to see more music critiques and blogs, check out my channel. More music and blogs, check out Slyce's channel. I'm Canary Valens.
Slyce.
Peace.